Hello everyone! We're gonna wait a second for more people to hop on. Sorry, Doug is over here on the side. He wants a lot of attention right now. So if you hear running around in the background, that's what's going on here. Let's see if you can see him. Look at how cute he is. My point, he just wants a lot of attention right now. I know, but I need to do stuff. We'll play after, okay? So, today's live. I want to talk... Okay, this is gonna be interesting. It's like having a child in the house right now. So today we're gonna talk about... I've had a few questions come to me about like where I'm getting clients from, and I did go over this in... Did you see this? Do you see what's going on right now? I've had a few people come to me asking about clients, and okay, you need to like, what is he doing? I'm so sorry for anyone that joins right now. He's just, all right, we're just gonna hold him right here and calm him down, and maybe he'll show up. Hey, stop. The first like 5 minutes of this live are just not gonna be any sort of, okay. All right, we're gonna retake this from the beginning. Hi guys, welcome to the live. Doug is being a little menace right now, so I deeply apologize for any sort of... He just wants to play though. He's a little puppy. All right, lie down, please. Thank you. Thank you. Look at this. Look at him. He's crazy. Can you chill for like 2 seconds, Doug, while I try and talk on you? All right. He's calming down a little bit. So, all right, let's get into it. So, hi guys. For the third time, I can't believe it's March 2nd. Crazy that 2 months of the year have already gone by. That's insane to me. But today I wanted to talk a little bit more about clients, getting clients, setting up like a portfolio, getting leads, stuff like that. So I briefly went over this. I think I did a live on it like maybe on Tuesday. I think that's when I did it. So if you haven't watched that live, I'm out of breath on that one for some reason, so I apologize for the way that it sounds. I'm like kind of like hyperventilating in that last live. But let's go over a few things today. So I had someone reach out to me asking about portfolios, and I kind of wanted to share a little bit about that. So if you're a freelancer or someone who does service-based work, I highly recommend setting up a portfolio so that you can show your work. And the reason for this is when you're working with clients, they want to see, you know, what you've done in the past, you know, what your work actually looks like, especially if you're doing more like visual stuff like video editing or graphic design. They want to see if like your style fits what they're looking for, which is understandable. So I use this website called Contra, and obviously I'm on Instagram Live, so I can't, you know, share my screen, but I will like put my laptop up here and try and show you guys a few things. But I'm basically just going to talk through the process. So yeah, I use this website called Contra, and let me just pull up my portfolio. So when you log into Contra, there are two different ways that you can set it up. So the first is the regular Contra profile right here, which is where you display all of your work and stuff like that. If you want to see, oh god, this is so hard to do backwards. Oh, okay, we're thriving here. I wish I had my old touchscreen one, because then I could just go like this. But okay, I think he's good. If you go on here, you can look me up. It's Contra.com/Olivia_Kelleher, and you can like look at my regular Contra page. But Contra has come up with this new feature where you can actually create like a legit website and portfolio, and that's what, here, let me pull it up right here. That's what this looks like here. So let me try and scroll down a little bit, and it's like an actual like legit website. So like if you click on one of these, like you can see all of my example work, and if you scroll down a little bit more, you can see like my services. I know that it all looks backwards to you because that's the way that the camera is right now, but yeah, you can look that up at orkproductions.com if you want to see my example like website portfolio. And if you want to see my oh my god, I can't speak, my blank Contra page, just go to contra.com/Olivia_Kelleher. So let's talk about setting this up. Let's talk about the basics of like what I've included and stuff like that. We're gonna kind of go from the ground up. So on Contra, it's free to sign up, you guys. It's completely free to sign up if you're new to this. To have the portfolio feature, I think it's $1 a month right now during like the beta version, and then after that I think it's gonna be like $12 a month to have like the website and, you know, the custom portfolio where you can like change everything around. But yeah, very simple to use. That's why I love using Contra so much. I'm gonna move my glasses up because they're kind of getting in the way. So what you do is, can I switch the camera to be the way you guys can actually see the, alright, I don't think I can. I think I should have done that before. We'll go like this. So on Contra, oh my god, this is just not going right. You can add in different, alright, we're not playing right now. I am so sorry for anyone that is on here. Right, run away. So on Contra, you can add in your 3 skills, so whatever skills you want to have. So for me, I have video editor, digital marketer, and social media marketer, because those are the main 3 things that I provide in my agency. Over here, you can add like a little title or like a little blurb about you, or about your brand. So for me, I have build your omnipresence through social media, because one of the things that we specialize in as an agency is building out a brand presence across all platforms. So you could have just like a quick blurb about what you do. You know, you could do something about graphic design, like creating, I don't know, let me think of a good way, like high quality, or like, you know, something of visuals, or like something graphics. I don't know. I'm trying to think of a good one for a graphic designer, but I don't do graphic design, so I can't think of one off the top of my head. But I think you have up to 50 characters to build that like top line. And what's cool is it pops up on your portfolio site, and it looks like this. So it's like right below, I don't know if you can see it, but if you go on to orkproductions.com, you can see it. It's like right above your name right here. So that's kind of like your opening liner of like who you are and what you do. So highly recommend like optimizing that as much as you can. It took me like 5 or 6 tries before I'm like, yeah, this is the direction I want to go in with that title. And then over on the left-hand side below your 3 services, let me scroll down a little bit. You can add a little bit about you, so like a little about us right here. So I think you have maybe 100 characters. You have 400 characters for that. So mine just says, hey there, I'm Olivia. I currently reside in beautiful Tennessee, and I'm a tea-loving dog mom passionate about video, traveling, and entrepreneurship. My goal is to create high-quality content for small business and content creators. I highly recommend filling that out to make it more personal. I see a lot of people who get on like these like portfolio sites, or like Fiverr or Upwork or Contra, and their about us is just like, hi, I do social media management. This is what I offer. Like, no, make it more personal, make it more about you, because this ties into when you're actually reaching out to clients and you want to start having some talking points. You want to... Can you please stop for 2 seconds? I'm so sorry, guys. But you really want to fill out that About Us page to make it more personal. So that's why I say, like, I'm a dog mom. An annoyed dog mom right now, but I'm a dog mom. I'm passionate about video, I'm passionate about traveling, entrepreneurship. Because when you have that About Us page filled out, when potential clients see that you applied to opportunities and stuff, those will be some great talking points for you. So definitely optimize that as well. And then obviously over here on the left-hand side, for you guys it'll be the left-hand side, for me it's the right-hand side. This is where you display all your work. So fill that out to the best of your ability as well, and I'll probably do like a full YouTube training or something on that later. Now we're going to talk about actually getting clients though, because that's obviously the most important part here. So once your entire, portfolio page, all your work is filled out, you have your services up and running, it's time to start applying to different opportunities. And the process that I'm about to walk you through on how I do it is similar to the process that I kind of follow for like 90% of the different jobs that we apply to, any sort of cold outreach that our agency does. So yeah, I use Google Sheets to track pretty much everything. So this might be one that I can, this is going to be really hard to see, but let me just kind of rotate myself so that you can see it a little bit better. That way I can scroll as well. So I created an entire Google Sheets lead tracker, and every time that I apply to specific like jobs or different opportunities, or I have someone reach out to me through my network, or I see something pop up on Contra that I'm like, yeah, our agency can totally do this, I keep track of it all in this like master spreadsheet. And inside the spreadsheet, there are a bunch of different tabs. So like different sheets at the bottom of the entire Google Sheet. So the first one is like a tracker for quarterly stuff. So I'm gonna try and like show you a little closer. So I have different goals over here on how many we want to apply to, how many like cold outreach we want to do per week, where we want to have them coming from, and then just like tallying up the numbers as we apply or as we get them. And then down here is like how many discovery calls we hopped on, how many proposals were sent out, how many people said yes, stuff like that. That way we have an overview of the overall analytics, because you really want to be looking at that when you're figuring out, what cold outreach worked, what cold outreach didn't work, what did you do during this sales call versus this sales call that worked well, what didn't work well, stuff like that. So that is like the main hub part of the whole spreadsheet. And the different tabs over here, so at the very bottom, there's like Facebook, Contra, Network Referral, LinkedIn. Each of them is set up in a specific way that's like optimized for each platform whenever we do any sort of outreach. So I'll go to the Contra one real quick. So over here, we have the company name. So when you apply to a job on Contra, it'll tell you like the company name, the contact name, so whoever is like posting the job, the link, the date, all that sort of stuff. So I have the link over here, the company, the touch date, the contact name. If I get a contact email, sometimes if we go back and forth in the chat, I get an email. So you want to collect those emails. And then over here, I copy and paste every single message that I send. And this is kind of the hack that's really worked for me, is analyzing every single message and seeing who actually messaged me back and who I followed up with. Because you start to notice a pattern in the way that you reach out to certain people. And, all right, hold on, I'm gonna take this away. Oh, God. It's literally like taking care of a toddler right now. I love you, but you're being really annoying right now. So you want to be copy and pasting all of these messages and just seeing how each of them perform. Because, for instance, I applied to this one job and I saw that she messaged me back right away. And I put in like a more personal line in there rather than like a typical copy and paste kind of message. I was like, so it was for a dog brand. I'll just read off what it is. So it says, "Hi Shannon, I've been on TikTok since 2019 and I have a ton of experience creating and managing content for the platform. I'm a dog mom myself and I've worked with a few dog brands in the past. I would love to learn more about this opportunity to help you plan, audit, and explode Companion's TikTok. I've attached a few example projects. Looking forward to chatting more, Olivia." And I noticed that she got back to me really quickly. So the next job that I applied to, I made sure to include the very beginning sentences like, "Hi blank, I've been doing blah 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 for a certain amount of time. This is like my expertise," and you put that in like 1 to 2 sentences. And then add in some sort of like more personal touch after that, and then just like, I'd love to learn more about this, looking forward to chatting more. And I learned after copying and pasting probably like maybe 15, 20 of these, that sort of template stuck on Contra. That was the sort of template that really worked for me and for the brands that I was applying to. So I highly recommend coming up with some sort of like Google Sheet or some sort of document that allows you to track who you're reaching out to, if they get back to you, what sort of messaging you sent. And you can do that with every single platform. So down here I also have LinkedIn, I have Facebook. Anytime someone gets, referred to me through my network, I keep track of who referred, the lead name, what they need. No, we're not doing this. No. What they need support with, their business name, their website, all the stuff that you typically need. And yeah, that's how I keep track of everything. So once I get that information, I either send out an email through through my company's email, or Olivia at ORK Productions. It's just like, hey, I got referred to you through X, Y, and Z. I'd love to hop on a call. I saw you were needing support with blah, blah, blah. And yeah, it's like maybe a paragraph of just like, hey, this is who I am, this is what I do, this is what I specialize in. I'd love to hop on a quick chat. Let's do it. So that's like the email way of reaching out. And then over like platforms like Contra, or I don't work on Upwork, but I know that other people do, is just, finding a quick like little blurb that you can send to people just to get like your foot in the door. So I hope that helped with the process of getting clients. But that is just like the lead gen portion. That's like just the very, very top of the funnel. There's obviously like the sales call and, the proposal and building up those connections with people that also matter. So if you have any questions about that, let me know. But yeah, pretty straightforward to the point. But yeah, having some sort of like tracker and having some sort of system to track all the messages, all the different leads, definitely helps as well. Because for the longest time I was not tracking that stuff and everything was getting lost and I didn't know what was working, what wasn't working, and it just was a mess. But yeah, that is pretty much that. I'll stay on for a few more minutes if anyone else has any questions about that. But yeah, and then obviously like in my email, like at the very bottom of my email, I have, I think it's my company website, so orkproductions.com, and I have, what else is at the bottom of my email? I do not know this, like, off the top of my head. Oh, and I also just have my email. So I have Olivia Kelleher, CEO ORK Productions, my website, and then my email, so people want to reach out to me again. And yeah, that's a great way to have people find your portfolio, find your work, all that stuff. But yeah, let me know if anyone has any other questions about that. If not, then I'll probably leave this as a short live video. But yeah, if you're not on Contra, I highly recommend using it. It's definitely been one of the better like freelancing / job opportunity platforms I've found. I used to work on Fiverr, and I've told this story a million times, but I used to work on Fiverr and I absolutely hated working on Fiverr. It was a great starting point for me, don't get me wrong, but everyone that, is looking for work on Fiverr, like business owners looking to hire out freelancers on there, are looking for like $5 jobs. So if you're a social media manager, you're going to be making literally no money on there, or any sort of service provider that's from at least the United States or Australia, Canada, United Kingdom, where like the dollar ratio is a lot higher, you're going to be making no money. So I love using Contra because, one, they're pretty worldwide. I think that you might be restricted in a few countries, but the lowest job opportunities I've seen pop up on there are like $25 an hour, which is really good for beginner level freelancers. Whereas, as I said before, like on Upwork or Fiverr, it's like they try and get you at a super cheap price point. So, alright, I'm gonna throw this for him, so I apologize for the loud noise, but he's being very annoying. So, yeah, you can check out my portfolio if you want. If you want to look at like the base Contra website, it's just contra.com/Olivia_Kelleher. You can see all my example work. You can see the services that I provide through all my agency stuff. And then if you go to my actual like website, it's orkproductions.com. And you can scroll through there and you can see how I set up my portfolio. You can see the different services, like the different companies I've worked with in the past. And yeah, hopefully that gives you some inspiration on when you're creating your own portfolio. But it's free to use. It's free to use if you want to have like the fancy portfolio feature. I think it's like $1 a month right now for the beta version, and then $12 a month I think for the like legit portfolio feature after the beta is over. But yeah. I'm trying to think of some other big like tips that I have when it comes to reaching out. Honestly, the spreadsheet has been my biggest savior. Just like keeping track of what's working, what's not working, what messaging isn't working, what messaging is like hitting. I've learned that keeping things short, sweet, to the point is kind of key. Not sending out like 3-paragraph long emails being like, hey, this is who I am, this is what I do, I can provide all these different services for you. Like, no, keep it really short to the point. Like, actually, I'll read off an email that I sent that wasn't through Contra. It was just like a cold outreach email or a referral email. I'll read that out to you guys and kind of just give you... So this was through a network referral. So in the subject line, I have X, Y, and Z told me you needed help with social media. And then in the email, it's, hi blank, X, Y, and Z sent me your information mentioning that you needed help with social media. I'm a social media expert specializing in short form videos, and I would love to set up a quick meeting to discuss how I can support your goals. If you are interested, you can schedule a call with me here. And then I just drop my Calendly link. Warmly, Olivia. And then at the bottom, they can, they have my little email thing, so they can click on my portfolio, they can email me back, they have a picture of me, and you're kind of good to go. And that works for the most part. I've had pretty good success rate with that. So, yeah. I'm not getting any questions. I'm not sure if the same person who asked me the question is still on the live. So I'll probably leave it at that. If anyone has any other questions, though, feel free to send me a DM. And if you're really struggling with this, then we can book a one-on-one call together and we can literally go step by step through your entire, sales funnel and your process and however you're doing your outreach, and we can figure out a solution to it as well. And then I also do offer group coaching where we sit down, once or twice a month and we literally go over all of this stuff. And we've had a ton of people get way more leads in the past. I think we started the group coaching back in October, and we've had, I think of the number off the top of my head, but we've had a lot of people get more clients in the past 6 months since they started joining the group coaching program, because their biggest problem is either finding leads, getting on discovery calls and having no clue what the hell to say, or their proposals just aren't converting. So we can go over all that stuff too if you're struggling with that, and just, send me a DM if you need more help with it. But yeah, I will end the live here, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. And as always, my DMs are open, so any sort of questions you have, just send me a DM, you guys. I'm not gonna bite. I'm here in the flesh, so I'm not gonna just ghost you or anything like that. And yeah, I cannot believe that it is March 2nd. It's March 2nd. Can you believe that? It is almost springtime. Well, depending on where you live, I guess. Sometimes spring doesn't come until May, but it's almost springtime. I feel like New Year's just happened. I got engaged on New Year's Day, and that was 2 months ago. It was 2 months ago. What the heck? But yeah, have a great rest of your day, you guys. If you have any questions, send me a DM. If you want to learn more about the group coaching, send me a DM. DMs are kind of the best way to contact me. And I hope this helped. I don't know your first name because I don't know if it's actually in your Instagram handle, but I hope this helped you with coming up with the process of getting clients a little bit better. And I do have a few other lives explaining like discovery calls, and some outbound lead generation as well, so make sure you go check those out if you're still struggling. Bye guys!